Hey guys, tehcubedude here, and today I have another episode of Better Brand for you guys. Today's episode is all about Megaminxes. So the Megaminxes that I have in my collection include a store-bought Megaminx, an MF8 version 2, an MF8 version 3, a ShengShou, and a Diane with ridges. So store-bought Megaminxes are usually kind of expensive, and they're not really that great puzzles, so they're usually around $10 to $15. I really do not recommend getting them. The MF8 version 2 is $12 on KingMathyal store. The MF8 version 3 with tiles is $20.25. And without tiles, it is $19.50 on iCubeMart. And the ShengShou Megaminx on E3 Cube Store is $11, and it was just recently added. And it is now $10.35 on iCubeMart. It's on sale right now. And as well as the Diane Megaminx, it is also on sale on iCubeMart for $18.70. So let's go over the turning on the store-bought Megaminx that I have. Now this Megaminx turns horribly. It is really blocky, really rough. And it's just a horrible puzzle. There's not really much else I can say about it. This puzzle is definitely not the better brand out of all these. It's not, I don't even know the brand of it. But so yeah, the turning is horrible. Now let's get on to the MF8 version 2 turning. So the MF8 version 2 Megaminx was my second Megaminx, and the first being my store-bought. And when I first got this, I thought it was amazing, and I still think it is amazing, but it is not as good as I thought it was before. I thought it was the best Megaminx out there, but I was really wrong. These three are definitely the best, but which one is a better brand? You guys can watch till the end to find out that. So the turning is extremely smooth, but there's some other reasons why this is not the best, and I'll be going over those later in the video. Now let's go on to the turning of the MF8 version 3 and see how they improved. So the turning on the MF8 version 3 is so much smoother than that of the version 2. This one's kind of louder, and this one has a more plasticky sound, if that makes any sense. But anyways, it is a lot smoother, a lot easier to turn since this one has tiles. Maybe if it had stickers, it wouldn't be as easy to turn, but the tiles kind of raise up, and they give you a better grip for easier turning. So I'd recommend you guys get this tiled version if you're going to get this Megaminx. I'm not sure if tiled Megaminxes are allowed in competitions, or tiled puzzles. Let me know in the comments below if they are, because I am going to a tournament, and I'm not sure if I should bring any tiled puzzles that I have. It's not that many, but I just want to know if I should, just for a future reference. So now let's move on to the ShengShou Megaminx. So now the ShengShou Megaminx, I have two of these. I have a white and a black. The black one was lubed and tensioned by JR Cuber. I'm not really that great at lubing and tensioning Megaminxes, so I won't be going over mine. I'll be going over his. I won this in a contest. Thanks, JR Cuber, if you're watching this. Thanks for sending this to me. I love all your videos, and you guys should all go check them out. So the turning is just phenomenal. It's just like any other ShengShou product, just like the ShengShou 7x7, the ShengShou Wind, the new ShengShou Aurora puzzle. It is silky smooth. It's like butter, pretty much. And it's just one of the smoothest puzzles I've ever turned. And most of the smoothest puzzles I've ever turned are ShengShou. So this is just a magnificent turning puzzle. It is super smooth. There's not really much else I could say about it. It's just amazing. Now let's go over the Diane with ridges. The Diane Megaminx with ridges has great turning. Mine is not lubed or tensioned really. But one thing that makes the turning a lot easier is the ridges, because as you can see it has ridges. When you turn, your finger can catch on the ridge, so you could actually turn it easier than on here when you don't really have that good a grip. It kind of slides off a little bit, your finger, I mean. So the ridges really do help out with turning. I'm not sure if these are allowed in competitions either, so let me know if ridges are allowed, because I might do Megaminx in a future event, or a future tournament, even though I'm not that fast. I average about 5 minutes. But so yeah, the turning is extremely smooth. So now let's go on to the corner cutting. So the store-bought Megaminx I have can cut about that much, and any further and I think it pops. Oh no, I guess it can't do that, but it's on the verge of popping, so I would not recommend doing that. In reverse, not at all. Not even that much. That's like nothing. Yeah, not even that much. So this cannot reverse corner cut at all. So it's definitely not a speed Megaminx, and if you attempt speed solving it, it'll definitely lock up and pop, and I'll go over that in the next section. So the corner cutting on the MF8 version 2 is not that great. It's actually worse than the store-bought. The store-bought was able to do this, but the MF8 version 2 cannot. It can do just about that much. It's kind of line to line on the Megaminx. In reverse, not at all. Now let's go over the corner cutting on the MF8 version 3 and see how they improved from the version 2 to the version 3. So the MF8 version 3 corner cutting has definitely improved from the version 2. This is about, I'm not really sure how many degrees this is, but you can corner cut that much, unlike the version 2. And in reverse, you can do a little bit more. About that much, I'd say. With some force. Without some force, maybe that much. So they have made an improvement from the version 2 to the version 3, so that's good to see. Now let's go on to the corner cutting of the Shengxiao. So the Megaminx that I have can corner cut just about line to line, maybe just under it, silky smooth, and it is definitely one of the smoothest Megaminxes that I have. And reverse corner cutting, not really, just like most Megaminxes. So yeah, I can't corner cut or reverse corner cut at all. So now let's go over the Diane. So the corner cutting on the Diane Megaminx is pretty good. You can do over line to line, just over it, I think, like that much. So I can corner cut that. And again, reverse, it cannot really, maybe that much. And so that's pretty much it. So now let's just go over the lockups and pops on all of these Megaminxes. This Megaminx does lock up, the store-bought one. Let me just do the T-perm and see if it locks up. So what? There's a pop. So it does pop occasionally, maybe a little bit too much. And so I'll just get that back in later. But it does pop up a lot. I mean, it does pop and it does lock up a lot. So I do not recommend getting this puzzle. Now let's go over the lockups and pops on the version 2. So the MF8 version 2 Megaminx does not ever pop, but it does lock up occasionally. You can't really get it to lock up on screen, but it does, trust me. So now let's see how it improved from the version 2 to the version 3. So the MF8 version 3 Megaminx does not ever pop just like the version 2. However, it does lock up. And this is mainly because I did not lube mine. I can't really get it to lock up on camera either. But I recommend that you guys lube and tension your Megaminxes properly to prevent lockups. So the Shengxiao Megaminx does not ever lock up and it does not ever pop. That is pretty much because it is an amazing Megaminx. And the only problem that it does have that's kind of similar to locking up is sometimes in the middle of performing an algorithm, another face will just want to turn and it kind of gets in the way. That is pretty much because of how silky smooth this puzzle is. All the pieces, or all the faces just really want to turn. So now let's go over on the Diane Megaminx. So the Diane Megaminx does lock up occasionally, mainly because I have not lubed or tensioned it. But again, I guarantee that if you do lube and tension it correctly, it will prevent all lockups. And it does not pop because it does have the same mechanism as a Zhanchi, and we'll go over that in the next section. But it does not lock up, and it does not ever pop. So now let's just go over all the pieces on all of these Megaminxes. Okay, so on the store-bought Megaminx, the edge and the corner fit together like so. And so the edge has the tiniest little lip right there that goes underneath this part of the corner. And then how it's cut at an angle should prevent it from popping out since it's bigger on the sides. If you try and take it out, it wouldn't fit when all the pieces are together, as you can see here. But however, sometimes it still manages to pop. And so those are the pieces for the store-bought. Now let's go over the version 2. Big difference in the pieces from the version 2 to the version 3 MF8. So here we have the corner and edge of the MF8 version 2. And as you can see, it's a really short corner, a really small corner. Not really that much of a stock. And the edge fits under like that. And when you see the version 3, you can see that there's a huge difference. Let's just go over the difference in the corner. It is so much bigger. And the edge is so much bigger too. So it goes deeper into the core on the version 3. And they fit together like this. And also these little wings on the edge, I believe, goes underneath the center, and when you try and pull it out, these prevent it from coming out from underneath the center. So now let's go over the pieces on the Shengxiao. So here we have the Shengxiao and the Diane Megaminx. And the reason I have them side by side is because I will be comparing them, because apparently the Shengxiao did a knockoff of the Diane. So here we have the Shengxiao pieces. Notice how it has this little bridge right here, or whatever you want to call that. And the Diane, here's that. Notice how it doesn't make full contact, just like the Shengxiao did right there. There's a hole. And notice how this also has this bridge. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Is the Shengxiao knockoff of Diane? And also, while you're at it, is Shengxiao a knockoff of VCube? Do you guys consider it a knockoff, or do you just consider it like an actual brand of puzzle? So now let's go over the sticker quality. Quickly go over the sticker quality on all of these. On the store-bought, it is horrible. As you can see, it's peeling, it's chipping, as you can see right here. And so it's just horrible sticker quality on the store-bought. Now MF8 version 2, it is pretty good. I have not really experienced any chipping or any peeling of any sort, so that's good. And on the version 3, I can't really say anything because there are tiles. I don't see any glue underneath these tiles, so I guess they're put on very well. So nothing I could really say about that. And on the ShankShao, here's the little chip on the red. And that's pretty much it. They are holding up really well though, besides that little chip on the red. And then the Diane, even though it's like a really high quality cube, it has horrible sticker quality. I actually had to glue down some of the white stickers because I really didn't want to like take them off and re-sticker. So here, this was peeling off. This is peeling off right now. This was peeling off right here on the white. It's put on, it's just not put on well. And so it's peeling also right here. I don't know if you can see there's a huge air bubble in this one. I think you guys saw it right there in like a glare. But the sticker quality on the Diane is horrible. Now the color scheme, I can't really say that much about it, but I'm just going to like turn the cube with the white and red on the front. And I can't really say that much about it since I'm colorblind. So there's that sticker quality in the Diane. Now on to the store-bought. Here's that sticker quality. I forgot what this was, but I took it off because it looked too familiar, or like too similar to this one. So I had to take it off so I could tell. And then we have these ones. And the store-bought ones are also put on horribly. As you can see, this one's like completely just not in alignment. And then the MF8 version 2. And then these. And then the version 3. Again, this is really quick. They're all pretty much the same except for I think like 2 of them. And then the ShankShao. So there's the sticker quality on all of them, and they're all pretty much the same size, except for the version 3, since it is a little bit bigger because of the tiles. And so now let's just go over my overall thoughts on all these puzzles. Overall thoughts on the store-bought is that it has horrible turning, it locks up, it pops, it has horrible sticker quality, it is a horrible puzzle. My overall thoughts on the MF8 version 2 Megaminx, it has great turning, however it does lock up occasionally, sticker quality is pretty good, but it is not the best one I have. My overall thoughts on the MF8 version 3 is that it is a big improvement from the version 2. They improved on the turning, they improved on the corner cutting, and even the reverse. I think it's the only one that can reverse that much. And I love the tiles on it. It's a really great puzzle, but it is not the better brand. So my overall thoughts on the ShankShao Megaminx is that it is simply amazing. It is silky smooth, it moves like butter, and the corner cutting is amazing, the sticker quality is amazing, and it may or may not be the better brand. I'll be choosing between the ShankShao and the Diane Megaminx right here. So these 3 are out of the picture. My overall thoughts on the Diane is that it is extremely smooth as well. I love the ridges. It's easy. It makes the turning a lot easier, maybe even a little bit better than the ShankShao just because of the ridges. The sticker quality, however, is not the greatest. Corner cutting is, I think, the best out of all of them. But it is a little bit pricey, so I'm going to keep that in mind. And it cannot reverse corner cut at all. The better brand out of all of these Megaminxes is, in my opinion, the ShankShao. That is because it is priced. It has a more reasonable price. It is silky smooth. It does not ever lock up, and it does not ever pop. And when lubed and tensioned correctly, it's like a monster compared to the other ones. This one went for $11. This one went for about $18, I think it was. Let's see how much it was. This right here was $18.70. This was $11. So the ShankShao is just a little bit more than half of the Diane. Maybe like it's about $2 more than half of the Diane, and it is so much better, even if it is a knockoff. But to me, I do not see it as a knockoff. So again, ShankShao is the better brand in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think is the better brand from your experiences, and also let me know if you guys enjoyed this episode. So before I get into all the intro stuff, I first want to tell you guys that you can all get 7% off on all orders from Wallbuys if you enter the coupon code TheCubeDudeWallbuys. It's all one word, it's all in caps, and it is case sensitive. The coupon code will be in the description as well as in annotation right there, and it may look as though there is a typo, but it is meant to be THE and not TEH. So it's supposed to be the KingMathyal, not tehcubedude. So just like in my username, it's not supposed to be like that. So make sure to enter the code when ordering from them. And if you plan on using the coupon code, please let me know in the comments so I can thank you. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Better Brand, all about Megaminxes. Again, the better brand was the Shinxiao, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you all thought and what you guys think is a better brand from your experiences. I'd love to hear all of your opinions. Also, let me know what puzzle you want me to go over in the next episode. All the options are also in the description of what other episodes I will be uploading. So you can pick one from that. And that episode will be next Saturday. Check out the channel of the week, The Crafty Cuber. He has amazing videos and is one of my favorite cubers, so I would really appreciate it if you all went and subscribed to him. Or at the very least, at least watch some of his videos. If you want to see some behind the scenes of some videos, go check out my Facebook page. On there, I usually give lots of updates, and I even post pictures of viewer cube arts, and maybe even some cubes I just unboxed before the episodes or videos even come out. So that is in the description as well. If you are interested in contacting me or have any questions, you may feel free to add me on Skype and or Oovoo. I rarely check my Oovoo, so you have a better chance at contacting me via Skype, as I am on it daily. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.